Stay the fuck out of nigga line. Hey, don't swear, don't swear, hey, don't swear. Bush
All right,
line.
all right, all right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Rumor Report Wednesday, episode 3. I'm Darius. I'm here with my man Don. What's good, Don?
I cannot complain, cannot complain. We lost some people this week, but hey, we're gonna bounce back.
Some people or
Some
ma-
just
ma-
just
major
yeah, we lost
pieces?
yeah, I need to specify. We lost Von Bell. I mean it was a
Yo,
major
you
it's
are
gonna be a
just,
major loss and
you
you know,
disrespectful.
I'm not the
What
problem
happened to
is
Jesse
that
Bates?
uh, he chose money over winning the championship.
He gonna win the chip. We're gonna treat him well. We're gonna treat him well.
Bro,
We gonna respect him.
are y'all winning the championship next year, man?
Maybe
Don't do
anything's
that. Don't
possible.
do that. Don't do that.
Anything's possible.
Don't do
What KG said,
Oh,
anything's
oh my God.
possible.
No, not with y'all. You know dang on well y'all ain't win no championship because if y'all was, y'all wouldn't be bringing in no Tyler Heineke.
Hey, hey, hey. We gotta put some pressure on Desmond, man.
He'll be out there. See, I give him I don't know when y'all bye week, so I'm gonna say I give him to about week 8 and Heineke is in the game.
Watch. Desmond gonna be proving people wrong, man. Gonna be proving
Yeah,
them haters
yeah.
wrong, man.
He gonna be proving you wrong because you high on him and he gonna be proving you wrong.
I gotta rock with my quarter. Hey, you never know. You know what? Nah. We had a. I could just tell the Heineke pickup just took us right out of the Lamar um,
Yeah, yeah.
situation. So
I mean, yeah, because how much cap space y'all got left?
I want to say in the 30s. We're probably in the 30s,
Yeah,
36
that's.
million, something like that.
I think we got like 30 mil too because we only made one freaking signing. But hey, it is what it is. You
So we
know,
hope.
hey, what Jimmy said on last podcast, I feel like the Falcons gonna be out here just throwing away money. He said something, and I was just like, yeah, I can
That's
see that.
that's what the teams do when they got the money. They just when there's I mean there's not really any big names out there. Like there's not huge names out there, not many. And I mean you got to throw the money at somebody. I mean the Jags threw a bunch of money on their defense last year. Evan Ingram.
And look, and they still ain't on nothing. Chargers threw a lot of money last year too, and you see what that got them.
Yeah, and let's get it started. I'm glad you brought up the LA Chargers because that's who I am going to start off with this rumor report. I am going straight to Austin Eckler. He requests a trade because of contract issues. You know, I think we spoke about this before how uh I think Ezekiel Elliott ruined the money the running back market. Um and you see teams aren't paying running backs anymore. They're putting an end
Mm-mm.
to it because you could just go out and get one of these guys in the draft, use them for about 3 years, and it's like it's unfortunate. It's like a use and abuse. Honestly, just kind of getting off topic here, but what if what if the NFLPA kind of fights for running backs to get guaranteed money for the first 3 years of their contract. After that, I mean, it depends on what teams are really going to pay them because they're not this running back situation. $16 million. People aren't going to be paying 16 mil for no running back anymore. Not
Nah,
for a
but I
couple of
mean,
years.
you gotta think about it. It comes with the territory of having so many great running backs. So I mean, you gotta start trying to like differentiate yourself. So it's like Christian McCaffrey isn't gonna have this issue because he's an elite receiver and an elite runner. So I mean, I see what you're saying, but at the same time, it's like I mean that's just how it goes. I mean, everybody knows running backs have short lifespans in the NFL, and this I, Eckler one is a little bit crazy to me because of the same issue. Him and McCaffrey are kind of like the same. he's just a lower end McCaffrey. Like he can receive, he can run the ball also. And so it comes down to he on his last year of the deal. He won another contract. Chargers don't want to give it to him, but this man was a big part of your offense last year. And so now it's like, well, dang, if he wasn't playing well, y'all would have cut him. But now he playing well, y'all don't want to pay him. And now he got to go out here and try to figure out someplace else to go. And I don't know. I just it's crazy. For Ekeler, I mean, if I'm him, I'm trying to go to Chicago. To be honest with you, them boys still got a lot of money. I would try to go get my money on, go get my hands on that money that they got. I mean, I feel like that the Bears, they setting themselves up really well right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. I mean, if it's truly about maximizing your income, yeah, go to the Bears. Go get the money. Go get the money because at some point you can't play this game forever, especially at the running back position. I mean, Eckler is what, probably like 28 years old, 29?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do you really see him playing past 33 years old? He's a very, very talented running back. Very talented running back. And I think he's on any team. I mean, he's a deadly weapon. Like that's a good offensive threat to have.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're gonna laugh about this. You know where I gotta go, right? You know where I gotta go, man.
Why? The question is why?
Because he fits the Sean Payton system.
Bro, y'all have hold on. Who you talk? Hold on.
Austin Ekeler going to the Denver Broncos. Hey, listen, Reggie Bush and Alvin Kamara flourished in that Sean Payton system. So I mean, you bring in a guy like Austin Ekeler because you don't know right now. There's rumors out there that Javonte Williams may miss next year again. He's not on track to really be healthy coming into next year's season. So they need a running back. And what Sean Payton has shown in a two-back system, he always has a receiving threat at the running back position, i.e. Reggie Bush, i.e. Alvin Kamara. And I think he would flourish in his system with the receiving threat and the running between the tackles.
The problem with that is they already trying to shed salaries now. They talking about getting rid of one of their wide receivers. So they going to get rid of one of the wide receivers and then go get Ekeler?
They could. They could. Well, I said that they need to get rid of a receiver to go get some draft capital or obviously move some money around.
Apparently not, because they just throwing around money to average right now.
They need the O-line help. That's the same thing you guys did last year. You guys needed the O-line help.
We didn't throw it to average though. Well, Lyle Collins is real average, but Kappa and Karras, there's some good starting level starters. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The last time I seen Mike McGlinchey, that boy Micah Parsons had that boy sideways up in the air. That's what I remember. But hey, maybe stuff will be different in Denver, even though there's a lot of pass rushers in the AFC, not just Micah Parsons. Go have to deal with TJ Watt, Myles Garrett. I'm sure, who else is out here? It's a lot of pass rushers in the AFC that you're gonna have to deal with. And if Micah Parsons lifting you up like that, a grown man, a 300-something pound grown man lifted up in the air sideways off of Mike Parsons' one arm. My God.
Well, we all know Michael Parsons is a generational talent.
I agree.
And he's definitely going to get paid, especially after Hargraves and got $40 million guaranteed, $80 million contract. I mean, I can only imagine what not Joey. What's his brother? Nick Bosa is going to get paid. Micah Parsons is going to get paid. These guys are going to make stupid money. We're talking probably like 80 million plus guaranteed. Probably, that's probably what they're going to be making. 70, 80 million guaranteed.
Whatever. I think TJ Watt was probably the last elite edge rusher to get paid. So whatever he got and a little bit more.
Yeah.
I say.
Yeah. So you got him going You think he should go to Chicago and get paid?
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, because the options. I mean, who would have? I don't know who would even have the cap space to even go get him, and who would even want to actually pay a running back. And the rumors I saw was like the Bears, the Panthers, the Patriots, and it's like, okay, the best situation out of those ones is probably the Bears.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What
Um,
you got?
I got Rodgers' wish list. He wants OBJ, Lazard, Randall Cobb, and Mercedes Lewis with him in New York.
Mm.
I think this is a waste of time. They are trying to turn this into the Green Bay Jets. I mean, why are we bringing up Lazard? Is not that good. He's okay. Cobb is old. Like Mercedes Lewis is old as dirt. Like what? Like, and then on top of that, Odell Odell touching 30. Like they are. I don't get. These are three receivers and a tight end. They already have Conklin and Uzama. Why are we bringing in Mercedes Lewis? They already have Elijah Moore, Corey Davis, and Garrett Wilson. Why are you trying to bring in three more wide receivers? It does not make any sense to me. Does it make sense to you?
Well, that was actually on my list as well. I had Jets are interested in Alan Lazard and Randall Cobb, so I'm right on the, me and you were right on the same page with this. But I didn't even know about the OBJ, and I
Mm-hmm.
definitely didn't know about the Mercedes Lewis. I again, I think that Rodgers is just he has the ability. I don't know how he does it, but he has this like I don't know where he was taking on his retreat, but he must have been slipping in all these GM's cups because he is he has some form of wordplay for him to hold the Green Bay Packers and now the Jets hostage, and they just bow down to whatever Rodgers needs, and that's what's happening right here. I mean, again, I think for him, uh, it's comfort. So I mean, Alan Lazard, like you said, Alan Lazard, he is. I don't think he's going to go to. If Alan Lazard was to leave Green Bay and go with another team that wasn't with Rodgers, I don't think he'll be that guy. I think
He ain't that. He's not that
we,
guy with
we
Rodgers.
would understand that he's not that guy. But for Rodgers, it's all about trust. So like Rodgers put his trust in Alan Lazard that he thinks that Lazard can get it done. On that Green Bay team, that was his guy. That was his guy no matter what, the last 2 years. And obviously, him and Randall Cobb, they're like this. Like they you could just tell like that's a lifelong friendship right there. But I really think it's just him being comfortable with bringing these guys to the Jets. I mean, if you bring all those guys, you're most likely going to trade Elijah Moore. And we already talked about Corey Davis as being a cut candidate. I'm surprised they didn't do it already. Or did they do it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. So, I mean, you still got. I mean, what about Garrett? Did he not forget he has Garrett Wilson sitting right
But
there in the palm of his hands? That is a very talented receiver. Like, how don't you see that?
but
That
the thing that's bothering me is the Jets have a good trio of wide receivers. Why are we bringing it in for mid? I don't get it. Like I get it. You said he wants to be comfortable, but I mean, OBJ is coming off of two ACLs on both knees. Like, it's no guarantee that he's gonna be OBJ. I put my money that he probably will still be OBJ, but he two ACLs and he's 30. Lazard is he's below mid. Cobb, bro, old. Like I don't get it. You got Corey Davis there who did ball somewhat when he was with Tennessee. You got Elijah Moore who can play when you put a good competent quarterback with him, and you got Garrett Wilson who got 1,000 yards as a rookie. I just think this is a mistake. I really do. I would definitely not put my future in Rodgers' hand because all he does is look out for his friends, which is nothing wrong with that. But you also got to put the team in like position to win at the same time.
Oh yeah, I'm 100% with you. I think this is a horrible decision for the Green Bay Packers, and I mean the Green Bay Packers for the New York Jets.
You could call him that.
Yeah, might as well, right? Yeah, and they're gonna be, from, and then next year you're gonna be having to wonder. All right, Rodgers, are you coming back to play this year, or? And now we're looking at a 41-year-old quarterback, and if this doesn't guarantee me they're trying to make this into the Brady effect, and I think Brady is a true competitor. Brady is a film room warrior. He breaks down film. When you say someone loves the game, loves to compete, that's when you talk about Tom Brady. I don't see that in Rodgers, especially at this age, at coming off the worst statistical career like of his career. Don't get me wrong, like he's been a talented quarterback. How many MVPs? Three or two?
I
I think
think he
three,
got like
three,
three.
three MVPs. So like obviously we understand the resume, but I'm not. I don't want that. They messed up, and I think Jimmy G would have flourished better in that system. And then I already said it like last week. I said they're gonna mess around and be chasing Rodgers all day and lose out on Derek Carr.
Well, Derek Carr they're gonna mess around and lose out on Lamar because I mean that's who I'd be going for if it was me. But hey, go off.
Yeah. So because we had the same topic there, go ahead. Sonya.
Oh, basically we've been on the first two. We both got the same thing. So I'll
Oh,
go to
perfect.
this one. I'll go to this one. I saw Lamar turned down $133 million over 3 years, and he said he was never offered $200 million. He just put that out earlier in a tweet. He said it was cap. Uh, from what I've heard, the Colts might look into Lamar Jackson because they might be out on a quarterback in the draft. Would that be a good move for Lamar and the Colts?
100%. That sets up a solidified talent for the Colts to go ahead and build their roster around. I mean, you have a talented running back. You got a number one receiver for that system in Michael Pittman. You hope that your O line comes back and they start playing well. After falling off this year, you got a solid defense already. I mean, I think that would be the best fit for Lamar, honestly, at this point. Besides staying with the Ravens, and I can't see him staying with the Ravens because of the relationship. I just think the relationship is damaged. Even with the money, it's just like, see, this is why we didn't want to pay you. See, this is why. This is the reason why you didn't deserve the money. And Lamar's going to do everything he can, but it's going to be a lot of pressure on him to live up to that contract after all of this negotiation talk. So I think for him to go to the Colts, not only will get him paid, but also I think will be a good move for him.
Yeah, I honestly, the Colts have a good little team there. To be honest with you, I mean they still got Jonathan Taylor. They got what's that boy named, the wide receiver on the outside?
Michael Pittman.
Yeah, they got Michael Pittman. They have a decent. Well, that old line was kind of shaky last year. I ain't gonna lie, but I mean they got weapons. Their defense is they got some pieces on the defense. Shaq Leonard should be back. They got DeForest Buckner. I believe that's Buckner. Isn't that Buckner down there?
Yep.
Like they have some pieces on that team that I believe if they get Lamar, hey man, your Jags. Oh Jesus, your Jags will not be making the playoffs if Lamar went to the Indianapolis Colts. I'm just letting you know that now. I mean, I know you have this love, you and Jimmy, for Dougie P, but I don't care about none of that. Lamar would shut that whole division down. Everything would be running through Indianapolis.
I don't know about that, man. I still believe in Dougie P, and now he is in year 2 with my man Trevor Lawrence. He gets Calvin Ridley. That would be, man. That hey, they talk about that might be the best. Some of the best trios in football with that. With that.
And they also smoking. They smoking crack.
So all right. So you said, if I'm not mistaken, you said Christian Kirk played like a top 20 is a top 20 receiver at this point now. He lived up to the contract. Is Calvin really not better than Christian Kirk?
I don't know. I haven't seen Calvin Ridley in a year.
Oh, now you haven't seen him in a year. He said he's in the best shape of his life. I believe in my boy, man.
I stay consistent, and you not staying consistent. Because when we was talking about Deshaun Watson, me and you was on the same page with Deshaun Watson being out for 2 years. Now this man been out a year because you like him. Now it's like, well, I mean, it's Calvin Ridley.
It is Calvin Ridley.
Nah.
It is Calvin Ridley.
I'm staying consistent. I don't know what that man look like right now.
Hey, I follow him on IG. He look good, man. He looking good, man.
Let me ask you this. Which wide receiver core better, them or the Commanders?
Ooh.
It ain't that hard.
With Scary Terry, I really like Jahan Dotson. I mean, Curtis Samuel, I take Christian Kirk and Ridley over him. So as a duo,
no, I said trio.
As a trio, yeah, I guess I'll go with the Commanders.
What about the Jets right now?
I'll take the Jags trio. Who's their third person? Is it Zay Jones?
No. Who? Oh, you talking about the Jags?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zay Jones.
Yeah,
I'll take him over Corey Davis, Garrett Wilson, and what that boy name is?
Elijah Moore?
Said it. Yeah.
I mean, you could say the same thing. Elijah Moore didn't do anything last year because
they had bum ass.
May not. No. There was times where he didn't even play.
Yeah, because they was disciplining him because you remember he was trying to get traded.
Exactly.
And then when he came back, they wasn't giving him the type of play.
Best ability is availability. And if you're not in the game, I can't judge how you play. I know what you can do, but if you ain't in the game, brother, I can't say what you could do.
Jesus. Oh my God.
So I'm taking Ridley and Christian Kirk.
You taking them over the 49ers?
Brendan Ayuk,
Debo, and Jennings. Watch the bias come. Oh, you surprised me. You surprised me just now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought you was gonna be biased and say some nonsense. But you surprised me.
Brendan Ayuk is nice.
How about this new one? You taking them over the Bears?
Claypool, DJ Moore, and Darnell Mooney.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It ain't that hard.
Yes, I would take the Jags over because I believe Ridley is damn near better. I think Ridley's better than two of them. I'm not worried about Claypool, but as far as DJ Moore has shown that he is a very talented receiver.
DJ Moore is better than Ridley.
I didn't say he was better. I didn't say Ridley was better than DJ Moore. I said
so that's what I'm saying.
I said I'll take Ridley over the other two. I'll probably take Christian Kirk over the other two as well. Get Claypool out there.
Hey, I was gonna say everybody else. I mean, Claypool, you would not get an argument out of me. Bro is just trash. But Mooney, that's the one. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, Mooney has shown he could be a very solid receiver. So, but I'm still taking the Jags over that trio.
I'm sure you are. Bro be trying to call me a homer, but anybody that touched Atlanta or Baker Mayfield or Russell Wilson, he is going to defend.
That is not true. That's not true. I just don't. You know what? I just don't turn my back on my people, man. I don't turn my back on my people, man.
Oh, is that a shot? Is that a shot?
Yeah, because you disrespected Jesse Bates. You probably don't even like Muhammad Sanu.
Yep. He cool.
Oh, now he just cool. Nah, he cool. Okay.
He was cool when he was just on the Bengals too. He was just cool.
No, I should hang up my Muhammad Sanu jersey up there, man.
I don't know why you bought that.
That was the only Falcons gear I could find that day, man. It's an autographed jersey, man. Authentic.
Oh well. Hey, I give you that. At least it's an autograph. Not gonna be worth much.
So me.
Yeah.
All right. So the Saints and Michael Thomas agreed to a 1-year, $10 million deal. He's gonna stay in New Orleans to run it back. I mean, what do you think about that? What do you think? Think that's a good situation for him?
I'm staying consistent. I don't know because Michael Thomas has not played. I don't know if he's back to Michael Thomas. If his ankle is 100% and he's back to Michael Thomas, yes, that will be a amazing weapon for Derek Carr and next to Olave. But I can't judge this because I don't know how this man looks. To be honest with you, he is injury riddled. And he's getting up there in age. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think?
I think the Saints is letting them know, like, hey, this is your last chance with us. So we've stuck it. We stuck it this long with you. We still believe you're a good player, but this is your last shot. So that's why the 1-year deal. At least he gets $10 million guaranteed. He's already made a good amount of money in his career. So this gives him opportunity to revamp his career, and we'll see if it works out.
Going to actually winning. About to speak on winning organizations. C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He's been talking to Bengals players on Twitter about coming to Cincy. Do you think this is a good move for Cincy, for Gardner-Johnson? What is your take on this, Darius?
Well, I would say that the Bengals, because they lost both of their starting safeties, they need safety help at this point. They need to find some talent back there. But I've heard a few rumors about Gardner-Johnson. I heard that Philly, there should be no reason why Philly should let him go. They should definitely overpay him, even though he had he called out the defensive coordinator. Over the Super Bowl loss, but they lost Epps.
He's gone. So I mean,
they lost Epps. They right now there's a potential that they'll still lose James Bradbury. Who knows? And Darius Slay is supposedly on the trading block. So I mean, if I'm Darius Slay, how do I feel about that? So I mean, I not only have I heard Philly, but you might call me a homer, but I heard Atlanta as well. We just don't know because Atlanta just picked up Jesse Bates.
Who's your other safety?
We have Richie Grant and Jalen Hawkins.
Are they good?
This last year was their first year starting. So Richie Grant has been in the league for 2 years. His rookie year, he was hurt. Last year, he finally got a start. I mean, he played solid. He's more like a box safety. He's gonna help with tackling and stuff like that.
Y'all don't need him then, because then y'all got Jesse Bates to do the same role that he was with Cincy, and then you got a box safety just like how Von Bell was for us. Y'all can build like a little mini Bengals, but just a sorrier version, a way sorrier version.
It's funny you coming out of Atlanta, but if you line up the Bengals organization to the Atlanta organization, they're pretty much the same.
We're not.
We're not. Yeah, it is. Just hear me out.
How many Super Bowls y'all been to?
Hey, just hear me out. All-time records is just about the same.
Really looked this up?
I did.
For me,
This been in the bag. I've been waiting to just pull this out of the bag. So yeah, it's been sitting in the bag for like a week now. So all-time records is just about the same. We damn near been in the league for just about the same amount of years. You guys went to 3 Super Bowls. 0-3 in the Super Bowl.
4 Super Bowls.
You guys went to 3 Super Bowls.
No, 3 actually. Yeah,
3 Super Bowls, 0-3 in the Super Bowl. We went to 2 Super Bowls. We're 0-2 in the Super Bowl. When you guys went to the only difference is when we went to the Super Bowl, Matt Ryan was like 32 years old. He already was making stupid amount of money. We already gave him his contract, and Julio was 27. And again, he was just getting his contract. So that's when our cap casualties started happening. And right now, and then also we went to the Super Bowl. The next year we lost in the divisional. You guys went to the Super Bowl, mind you. You have a younger roster, so that's a benefit for you guys. And then you guys lost the conference championship, and now we don't know within the next 5 years of what's going to happen, right?
I know.
Oh,
I know.
I think you believe you think you know.
I know.
But we don't know. So right now we're in the same boat because y'all didn't pay anybody yet. So it's okay. It's okay. I'm okay.
We paid people. We have people on the roster that is paid. Our whole defensive line has got paid. Our linebacker has got Pratt just got re-signed. I mean, Joey B is about to become the highest paid quarterback. You know, we're gonna pay Higgs. Yo, bro, I just don't like the amount of disrespect that you give us. It's like we've changed our colors. People don't refer to us as the Bungles no more. And you out here trying to refer to us in the same breath as the bum ass Falcons. Bro, what are we doing here? Like
Because you guys haven't. If you guys did just the amount of accomplishments that we had.
You said we've been to 3 Super Bowls. Y'all been to 2. That's not the same. We've been
Yeah, right. Hey, it doesn't matter if I'm 0-3 or 0-5. I mean, what would you like to lose? More or less? It doesn't.
More shows a level of at least I could get there consistently.
Well, as we're talking here, Alan Lazard just signed with the Jets, $22 million guarantee, 4-year deal, $44 million. Yeah.
Well,
is it on me or it's on you?
It's on you. Oh,
Right.
Oh, you said. Oh, yeah. You said you like the Gardner Johnson. Yeah, I agree with that. Hey, we already gonna have Dax Hill back there, Gardner Johnson.
Oh, God.
Replace Von Bell, and Dax Hill has the same qualities that Jesse Bates had. That was his comparison coming out of college. So we're not losing anything. But who's your next one?
Dan Orlowski said that Bears Justin Field can be an MVP candidate next year.
I already knew where you was going with this, and it was because I seen this mess too, and I was just like, Dan. Like I like Dan, I really do. I like how he breaks down stuff. I really do. I think he's really smart. Besides running in the back of the end zone that one time, but this mess right here, nah, bruh. Y'all called me calling Jordan Love gonna be a top 10 to 15 quarterback was a reach. What is this then? Let me know, what is this?
I don't know. I don't think he has the arm like Lamar does. I don't think he's the. I can't even say I don't think he's the talent that Lamar is, but I don't know. There's always room. There's room for growth. I think there's room for growth. I mean, he did rush for 1,000 yards and he did pass for at least 2,000 yards. I think he definitely has to lower his interception ratio. And he has to protect his body on his runs because in year 2 he's already hurt. But we understand that Bears team was bad. I mean, it's a possibility of a year 3 breakout. There is a true possibility because of his rushing ability. He has more weapons. He has DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney. Some say Kmet supposed to be the great tight end.
No, I do. Cole Kmet is good, but it's just the fact that you think Justin Fields is going. I'm just going to name some people. You think he's going to have a better season than Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes? What's your boy? The average Trevor Lawrence. Like, come on, man. Stop it.
All right, so let's just say
and you have to have team success also. So you think the Bears are going to be good next year?
That's my issue right there. That's my issue right there. Are they going to win the division? Like, Dan, are you saying that they're going to win a division with this roster as well? Like, I think that's more of the issue than anything because he would have to contribute to his team's success. So he has to elevate that team to more wins. And if you're not elevating them past 3 to, no, I would say past, they're gonna have to win nine plus games in order for him to even be able to even be in MVP contention. So 5 wins isn't gonna cut it from a
I
3-win
mean,
roster.
I predict the Bears will be better, but I'm not ready to jump out here and just be like, oh, he's gonna be MVP, bro. Like, stop it. Like, Justin Fields isn't even a top 5 quarterback in the NFC.
Yo, there's some people that said he was damn near top 5. I seen a lot of
Top five,
people.
top
I
five what?
I seen one of the NFL analysts say he was a top 5, top 3 quarterback, like up there, like better than like Jalen Hurts. I
You mean
kid you,
overall?
like as a quarterback, said he was better. I kid you not. It was crazy. I was like, wow.
You
Wow.
ain't lying. That's craziness. That is just straight up craziness. But one of my last ones. Darius Smith wants to be out of Minnesota. Where do you think Darius Smith goes? And I think they already probably found his replacement. They signed Davenport last night. So where do you think he goes?
I mean, a lot of teams need a pass rusher. I mean, he can go to.
You're not looking at me.
I'm not worried about them. Um, I
We
mean,
got money.
he can go to like New England.
Oh, my Jesus.
I mean, who's gonna take on his contract? I mean, he can go to New England. He can go to Philly.
I don't know. Philly letting a lot of people go right now.
Because they're waiting. That might be another reason why this contract is on hold for Lamar as well. Because everyone's trying to figure out what Burrow's going to get paid, what Herbert's going to get paid, and what Jalen Hurts is going to get paid.
Well, I tell you what, I want Burrow to be first because I got a feeling the Eagles and the Chargers might do some nonsense. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be fully guaranteed, but it's gonna be some high ass number where I'd rather Burrow be the first one. So it's like, oh, all right, he got that, and oh wow, they gave him that
I
more than
won't
Joe
be
Burrow.
surprised. I won't be surprised if the Chargers give Herbert it's close to what Deshaun Watson makes, if
I'm
not
not gonna be
matching it.
surprised. I'm not gonna be surprised to be honest with you. I
And
mean,
Jalen Hurts gets like right under what Herbert makes. Probably like that 210, 220.
but I don't even think he should get lit. The thing about it is Herbert should make the less out of the three. To be honest with you, because he hasn't done nothing that the other two has done.
But also, like when you think about players getting paid, it's all about what do we predict that you're going to do for us in the future. So,
Mm.
a lot of times it's not what have you done for me lately, is what we think you will do going forward. And the Chargers think that Herbert is their guy. So, I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. So for my last one here, Bobby Wagner rated the highest linebacker last year per PFF, highest middle linebacker in the league. Rumors say that his best fit is for Detroit Lions. What do you think about that?
I mean, I seen that the Cowboys is looking at him. So I mean, them and the Seahawks. But as far as the Lions, I think that's a good move to be honest. Lions are on the upswing. That's the team that I'm banking on winning the NFC North, not no Chicago Bears. And you know what? I'm not gonna say that because I think that'll be some blasphemy if I say that. So I'm just not that high on Chicago, but I do believe if Bobby Wagner went there, the Lions are winning the NFC North unless we see some unforeseen thing of Lamar joining that conference. Like Lamar basically erases every questionable team. If he goes to one of these sorry teams, I believe like NFC South would be Lamar's. NFC North would be Lamar's. Like teams like those that's in those divisions.
Yeah, I heard the Cowboys are on Bobby Wagner as well. Would definitely help them out as far as anywhere he goes is going to help them out tremendously in the run game. Because he's still getting 100 plus tackles per year, and his IQ and level of game knowledge is elite. And we all know Bobby Wagner will be a future Hall of Famer. I, I think Detroit. I agree with you. I think Detroit is definitely going to take over that division. but they still have pieces that they need to solve. Like they need another receiver. I'm not banking on DeAndre Swift to be my future running back. So I saw another mock draft today of Detroit possibly taking Bijan Robinson. So I mean that the O line is elite. The O line is elite. So good thing you don't really have to pay anybody right now on that O line, but they need a running back. They do need linebackers. They have a solid foundation. I don't know if Bobby Wagner is taking them over the top. So that's the only reason because they did just re-sign their middle linebacker that led them in tackles last year. So I mean, bringing in Bobby Wagner when you need other pieces, because you're probably gonna have to guarantee his contract. He's easily gonna be making like $10 million plus. So I don't know. I think him going back to Seattle will be perfect if they can mend that relationship, or him going to Dallas.
Yeah. My last one. The Dolphins are watching for Dalvin Cook. Now, me personally, I'm just trying to figure out where the hell is the Dolphins getting all this money at that they can just be going to get all these different people. Secondly, Dolphins, y'all would have to probably trade for Dalvin Cook. Y'all are becoming the new LA Rams, but unlike the Rams, y'all are not going to luck into a championship. So you're going to be throwing away all these picks. Y'all only have 4 this year. Y'all going to be throwing away all these picks for all these players just to lose in the first round. And then you're going to get Dalvin Cook. Everybody it has said that the running back position is depreciating. Why would you go out here and try to go spend high picks on Dalvin Cook? Darius, what is your take on the Dolphins just throwing away all these picks? And what do you think about them trying to get Dalvin Cook?
Sometimes F them picks work. Sometimes maybe it works for 1 year. Sometimes it doesn't work at all. So I mean, I don't mind F them picks for the Dolphins. I mean,
are they that close?
I think the Dolphins goes as long as goes where Tua goes. So as long as Tua can elevate his game, as long as Tua can stay healthy, the Dolphins is a really good roster. But without Tua, I don't know. It's all again. It's another year all on Tua, and it sucks because he's shown that he's consistently always hurt, and he can't last for a full season. So I don't know what it is with the Dolphins and Tua, but I mean, we always talk about best ability is availability. They have a solid roster. I don't know if they're going to go out and get Dalvin Cook at this point because they just resigned Jeff Wilson and
Mozart
and Mostert. So I don't think they're going to go out and get Dalvin Cook.
That's my thing. Like y'all already have all these pieces. My thing is, when y'all gonna pay Tua? I know y'all picked up his 5th-year option, but y'all going to get all these different players. Who gonna be there? Like you're gonna have to start cutting some of these players to make space. So just in case, say Tua has a great season this year. Say he does. Now you got to go out here and pay this man. Where the money gonna be at to do this?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Some blasphemy about to come out.
Bold early prediction. Tua is going to lead them to the divisional. He's going to have a career
second round,
and he's going to have a career year, and they're going to pay him like they did Daniel Jones. He's going to get close.
You don't want to take it a step further?
Nah, I think that's the furthest they're going to go. But I do think the team is talented. And I am sticking to I gotta stick with my predictions and whether they pan out or not. I said wherever Jalen Ramsey goes, they're gonna win the championship at least within 3 years of him being there. And at some point, I gotta roll with the Dolphins, man.
That's why I'm trying to. That's why I asked you.
Getting them to a Super Bowl.
That's why I asked, was you not trying to take it a foot further? Because you said that blast, that take right there might be worse than Jimmy Draymond to the Heat take. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what type of faith you have in Jalen Ramsey that he's changing so much for the Dolphins.
He was the number 2 rated corner in the league on an off year.
I guess we're gonna find out. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm saying?
guess.
I think they're first round exit, but hey,
First round exit with Tua
ma-
healthy.
yeah, and
So
maybe
they not beating the Bills like they wasn't gonna beat the Bills this year with Tua.
I was never sold on the Bills, so you was Mr. Bill. So
I
I
was. I
mean,
had to stick it out, man.
yes. This year in the playoffs, they would have beat Josh Allen in Buffalo that game, but I'm just not ready to go ahead and say that they're going to be better than Buffalo. Looks like Aaron Rodgers is going to the Jets. I don't know if they're going to be better than the Jets. Who knows what the Patriots do? Let's relax. Let's just relax. Like the AFC is a tough conference. It's been proven that only two teams consistently can get it done in the AFC
In
recently.
2 years.
So let's just relax.
In 2
Let's
years.
relax. Hey, call it whatever you want. These other teams had the same 2 years we had, and they ain't did it.
Hey. Y'all still didn't win the big one.
Here
Y'all still
comes
didn't
the
win the
hate.
big trophy yet. So
Here comes the
so
hate.
I just got to be a realist, man. But Don, Rumor Report Wednesday. This is a good one, brother. It's a good one. Guys, remember, like, share, subscribe. Hit us up, YouTube, IG, TikTok. We are on all platforms, Twitter. And you guys already know. Until next time, peace.
This that COMEUP. Stand back while I do me. I'm the King James of this era. Do my best to be 2-3. You see the metaphoric beat destroying MC. They had to wait his turn, sit and learn from the OGs, but slowly I had myself out like a slow leak. It take paper to make paper. So I'm speaking from this loose leaf. Damn. I ain't even gotta talk about it. They said you public in the basement, but your songs is private. Bring back the monster, the one that you keep locked in. Shit, I ain't gotta score the points. Look at John Stockton. I put my niggas on just so they can make a profit. But for now, I ain't get up and play that monster in the cloud.